Hello, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you are here. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss any of my wig related content. I am so excited to show you this wig today. I did a short on this one a while back. This is the very affordable human hair wig that I got from Wig Addiction. I purchased it with my own funds. So this is completely unsponsored. It's just when I find a good wig, I want to tell you guys about it. So I will link the wig down in the description box so that you can order one yourself if you're interested after you watch this review. I'm going to show you how I washed it and all that kind of stuff. I've been wearing it a lot, have a lot of experience with it, so I can't wait to tell you more in just a minute. So I'll give you the spin so you can see it all the way around. So this beautiful color is called Creamy Brown Sugar. And like I said, I have washed it and dried it. I have already cut the lace, and unfortunately I forgot to film that part. I was so excited to wear the wig, but there are plenty of videos on my channel. If you go to my playlist, I think it's Tips and Advice. I have a playlist called Tips and Advice. I'll link it up here. And you can find videos on there where I've shown how to cut wig lace a million times. The lace is gonna go from the ear tab to the ear tab, and you're just gonna cut it. I'll pop in a picture here of what it looked like before I cut the lace. That's just a screenshot from the short that I did on it. But I'm just really, really excited about it. It was, like I said, I've worn it enough times now that I've washed it, let it dry, restyled it. So I'll pop in that washing part now, and then we'll get back and talk about this wig. So before you wash a human hair wig, make sure that you brush it out and get all the tangles out. Then you're going to use a gentle hydrating shampoo. You want to make sure that it's sulfate free. This brand, I won this brand in a contest, so I don't really know that much about it, but it is a nice shampoo and it's really mild. So I just ran the water and put the shampoo in the water, and I'm just running the wig through that, not scrubbing the wig, you notice. Now on the inside of the cap, I will sort of scrub the ear tabs a little bit, scrub the nape a little bit, squeeze the cap a little, and wash any kind of makeup or anything that's off of the lace. Then we're going to rinse the wig. Just get all the shampoo out. I rinse it on the inside to get it out of the cap, and then do the outside. Then I'm going to use this same brand, this L'Eau de Mer, or however you say it, conditioner. And I concentrate the conditioner mostly at the ends. You don't want to put the conditioner up on your knots. And then I just go grab those little front pieces, but I don't go all the way up to the lace. So now I'm just rinsing that conditioner out really gently. I'm going to lay it on a towel and then just pat it gently. Don't squeeze it, don't wring it, anything like that. I did manage to keep my part intact, which is nice. That makes things easier. So now I'm going to use the BioSilk Silk Therapy. This is just to add more moisture to the wig, but I am going to just sparingly run this through. I am not going to put a whole bunch. A little bit of the BioSilk goes a long way. So now I'll just place it on a drying rack and let it dry. And then I'll show it to you after it has dried. It dries almost straight, and the hair looks really, really nice. It's nice and soft. So I did not show you the styling, but all I did was curl the ends with my 1 1/4 inch, curling iron. Just kind of grabbed them at the end, and it's not hot right now. I'm just showing you how I curled it, and then just, let them pop out like that. So this has been curled probably a week or two. So it's been that long since I've washed it. So it's probably almost due for another wash here soon, but super easy to wash. Dried almost straight. As you can see, there was just a very slight wave to the hair. So it would be really, really easy to straighten or to, and obviously it's really easy to curl. I have gotten, so I kind of like a little curl, a little wave in them. So I tend to wear these human hair wigs with a little wave in them versus wearing them straight. But I actually saw this really cool, somebody recommended in a wig group, this really cool, like hot airbrush thing for straightening that also steams. And she showed this wig and how she steamed it straight. I'm gonna link that tool down. I'll put it in my Amazon store, and I'll put a link to that down there too. I haven't purchased one yet, but I'm going to purchase it. It looks like a super, super cool tool. When I do buy one, of course, I'll make a video for y'all showing you how it works and if I like it. But the results that she got from it were really, really impressive. So I'll link that down there too. You could also use a hot comb or a flat iron, but she got really, really good results getting it really, really straight with that tool. So just, you know, as a courtesy to y'all, I'll link it down there. So anyway, all right, well, let's get into it here. Let's look at the lace and the knots and everything. Now, when I first got this, I was like, okay, I can see why this is a little less expensive because I thought the knots looked, you know, kind of big. But once I got it on my head and started wearing it, I realized they don't bother me. And, you know, you can easily put a little bit of your powder up here if you want to hide them a little bit, but I've gotten so I don't even do that. And y'all, I have gotten more compliments on this wig. Everybody thinks this is my hair. I'm telling you. I can't tell you how many women in just random places, people who don't know me, don't know that I wear wigs. One girl was like, oh my gosh, I like everything about your hair. The color, the cut, everything. And it was just not one of those moments where I was going to say, oh, well, it's actually a wig. You know, it was kind of a quick, you know, thing. I think my husband and I were in a store or something, and I didn't want to like linger around. Oh, guess what? It's a wig kind of thing. So I was just like, well, thank you very much. But I thought, wow, they can't tell, y'all. I mean, so don't worry about the knots. They don't bother me. You know, this is such an affordable piece. When I purchased mine, they were $475. Because of the tariffs, they've now gone up to $515.25. But $515 for human hair is still an amazing price. So this is a full lace top. So there's the part. I parted mine on the right, but you can part it wherever you want. When you get it from her, it's going to be parted in the middle, but you can change your part around very, very easily. All I did to change my part was get it a little wet and change the part. I have videos where I've shown you guys how to do that too, so it's super, super easy. I'll show you the ear tabs. Now, this is one thing I'm loving about this wig is that a lot of times when I go to pull a human hair wig back, I have to tape down my ear tabs. This lace went all the way to the ear tab, but I don't know. I don't have to tape down the ear tabs on this one, and I love that. All I do is put a little piece of tape here, and that's just my usual security tape. I will say this small cap is fitting my head great. I don't really think it would move, but it's just a thing with me. One time I had a wig on and I like threw my head back and the wig flew off because it was actually a little bit too small for me. And ever since then, I'm like, this girl is taping down her lace front for now on. So that is why I tape it down. So I'm gonna pop this one off and I'll show you the cap. A little bit ahead of myself because I did want to give you a little more information. So this is 120 to 125%. That is a very low, very natural density. It is Euro hair. It's sourced from the Ukraine. The small size cap that I'm wearing, the cap size is 20 to 21.25 inches. It also comes in a medium cap that's 21.25 to 22 inches, or a large cap that's 22 inches to 23 inches. That page that I'm going to link down below, she's going to have all of her information on her return policy and all that stuff. So read that. There's a 3-day return window from the day you receive the wig to the postmark when you send it back. She's also super easy to communicate with. So you just, communicate with her through email. She's super great. She has a great group on Facebook, which is where I first heard about the wigs. And so, just go read the page and always when you buy human hair, when you buy any wig, you should read the return policy. You need to know whether or not you can return it. I always do. That's a lesson I had to learn as a wig wearer. So anyway, all that information will be down there. You can read all about, the hair. And then under that, as you scroll down that page, you'll see the different color options and it'll say pre-order. And you can pre-order it and it takes 2 to 3 weeks to get your wig. It is not bad. I have waited on human hair for months before. So 2 to 3 weeks is a really, really good deal. And then the length on these is like 15 to 16 inches. So really, really great. Just, at the shoulder, my favorite length to wear now. It's just so easy. And I love that the sides on this are long enough to pull back like I just showed you. That's a great feature too. Okay, so here is that full lace top. That's gonna let you put your part wherever you wanna put it. Here's where I cut the lace. So the lace, as you can see, runs from the bottom of the ear tab, and I cut the bottom down here And then usually what you do is you'll cut along your hairline, and then you can go back and you can clean up like those little places by the ear tabs and stuff like that. But, and then it has, you know, a nice solid ear tab on it with a metal stay, so you can adjust that up to your face. It's a closed wefted cap, which is actually my favorite. It makes the cap much more durable. The hair stays in the cap. It's sewn in there, you know, so it's tied in on the lace part and sewn in on the wefted part. It has an extended nape. There are metal stays in the nape as well, so if you need to adjust your nape, you can. And then hook adjusters, and I put those on the very first loop, and they work fine for me. So really, really happy, really nice cap construction. So I'm just gonna brush her out here, and I will put her back on. Little wig brush. These are super easy to care for, as you could see in the video, you know, really easy to shampoo, condition. Then I put that BioSilk in, and I just feel like that gives the hair a little bit of, you know, moisture. You only need a teeny amount of that. Because that stuff can be a little heavy if you're not careful. So, but see how easy to put back on. Okay, so this color is the creamy brown sugar. This is totally my wheelhouse, y'all. You know, it's a dimensional brunette with blonde highlights. So the highlights in it, she says, are cool. I think between the brunettes and the highlights, it's also rooted with just a medium brown root. You know, between the highlights and the brunettes that are in it, it to me is just very neutral. It doesn't make it a cool color just because it has a cool blonde highlight, but it might work for you if you like cool, because it does have a cooler blonde going through it. But I still just feel like it's neutral. There's a little warmth, a little coolness. To me, that falls in the middle. So, but beautiful color. I just love it. It's so pretty. Like I said, this is Euro hair. It's super soft, really fine denier, which I love. So, okay, let's look at it in some different lighting. Window light. Isn't that beautiful? You can see the rooting. You can also see how good that part looks. My patio cover, but it's overcast, so just step out into the light here. Well, let me come back on camera here. Super easy to put behind your ears. You can put your glasses up, no problem. This is one that the other day I had my sunglasses on. I wasn't even thinking about it. That wig is so comfortable. I just pushed the hair back with my sunglasses, which I'm always telling y'all not to do. But these I'm so confident in these ear tabs. I did it, and I was like, oh, I hope my hair looks okay. I asked my friend, I'm like, does my hair look okay with, you know, she goes, oh, it looks great. Just like, looks like natural hair. So anyway, really, really easy to do. So, you know, of course you could do a headband, all kinds of styling possibilities. You can pull a piece out if you want. Now you could cut bangs, you know, and shorten these layers around the face if you want to. You know, like I said, I like leaving them long because I like the fact that I can pull it back in a clip, like half up, half down, when I just don't want the hair in my face, you know? And all that hair will clip back. So you can also, with this, I have also put it in a little tiny pony one day just because it was warm, and you know, you can get a little pony. You could probably do a little twist like that too, you know, really cute. Or just wear it, you know, pulled back from the lace front, because I think the lace front looks really, really great. So by the way, the nape is about 7 inches long when the hair is completely pulled straight. Curled, it's about 6 inches. So that's why it gives you just a little bit of a nape there with this length, you know, to do some styling. Now these go up to, you can order them up to 23 inches. Now at 23 inches, they are 1,000 something at that length. So, but 23 inches for 1,000 something is still a really, really good price, y'all, for human hair. So, you know, when you order, You can email her and you can talk to her about different lengths and all that kind of stuff. This wig comes in several colors. There's a dark brunette, there's a red, I think I've even seen a gray. There's this, brunette with highlights, this creamy brown sugar. There is a chai latte or something like that that's a rooted blonde that's really, really pretty. And then I think there's a lighter blonde, if I remember correctly. You'll see all the colors when you click on the link that I'm going to put down in the description box. So I think I have covered everything. You guys, I'm just excited to show you this wig because in a world where synthetics are getting really, really expensive, and they only synthetics are guaranteed to last like 3 to 6 months at the most. And all the maintenance that you have to do on them. A human hair wig at this price to me is a better deal nowadays than some of these synthetics that are on the market. So I was excited to show these to you because I'm just absolutely loving. This has become my daily drive. This is the first one I grab for now. So I am absolutely loving this wig. So like I said, I will link how you can purchase it. This is completely unsponsored. I just wanted to share my new find with you because I love it. I'll also link the Facebook group so that you can join the group. You can also sell wigs in the group, which is nice. So thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, don't forget, you're absolutely beautiful. Bye-bye.